Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on the location that you are watching me. Now, we are going to take another dimension today. In my last video, I was able to solve how to resolve definite integration using calculator method, which is stage 1. Now, in my today's video, I'm going to talk about the same calculator method of solving definite integration, stage 2, and this is the final stage. Now, if you have not watched my stage 1 calculator method, please, I implore you to go and watch it. You will actually understand, or you will benefit from it. Please subscribe, share, comment, and listen. Are you with me? Now, we are going to look at question number 6. See, pay attention, and you must understand. Now, what is question number 6? I want you to watch. The question says we should evaluate integral of sine x minus cos x dx bounded by upper limit rad over 4, lower limit 0. Can we now write the question out and evaluate? Now, question number 6 says we are to evaluate integral of sine what? X minus cos x under the x. Upper limit is rad over what? 4. And lower limit is what? 0. Using calculator method. Now, this is my calculator here. Casio FX 991 ES plus. Now, the first thing first is to clear the function key. How do we clear the function key? Now, what you are going to observe here is point shift 9, 3 equal to, and what? AC. It has disappeared, so it is now normal. Then after that, since the upper limit is in radian, convert this calculator to radian. How do we do the conversion? Point shift mode and what? 4. It is now in radian. Can we take the question bit by bit? Now, the first one is to generate the integral symbol. Look at the integral symbol. I've already punched it. Look at it here. It has appeared. Then after that, you now punch bracket. This is the bracket. Then followed by sine what? X. This is sine. How do I generate x? Alpha, close bracket. X has what? Appeared. Then close the bracket. Then next is to punch minus cos what? X. This is minus, right? Then punch cos. Are you there? There is x again. You punch alpha, close bracket. X has appeared. Close it and reclose it again, which is a general bracket. Then after you generate this, integral, then go forward, backward button, move backwards, until the cursor is blinking here. Then after that, we now move up and generate the value of the upper limit. Can we do that? So I will now move up. Are you with me? So next is to observe that this thing has numerator and the denominator. So what do we do? Punch the two boxes, which I have done. Then generate the upper limit, which is what? Rad. How do I generate rad? Punch shift. Then times 10x raised times 10 raised to power x down. Punch it. Rad will appear. Then you scroll down and move to the denominator. The denominator is 4. Punch what? 4. I am done with the upper limit. Then we now go down and put down the value of the lower limit, which is what? 0. I will now punch what? 0. Can you see that? Exactly what is in the calculator is what is on the board. So the final thing is to punch equal to and expect the what? Answer. Wow, look at the answer. Minus 0.414213 continues. So can I write it up? Now, if you observe the answer now, you agree with me that it's not in the option, right? Now I said minus 0.4, then 14 213. It's not in the option. Now what do? We use the same calculator and trace it from the option. Option A says square root of 2 plus 1. And you know that square root of 2, if you punch it, is 1.41 something. Are you there? If I add it with 1, it can never give me negative. So which means it cannot be option what? A. Then I'll move to option B. Square root of 2 is 1.41. If you minus it with 1, it can never give you what? Negative. Then I'll move to option what? C. Square root of 2 is 1.41. Then minus 1.41 minus 1 will give you minus 2 point something. So which means it can never give you option what? C. Then the correct option, which I may conclude or ascertain, is that is option what? D. But for clarity or verification, can we verify option D and know whether it is true? Place the calculator again. Now what you will do, watch, is to punch 1, which I've done that, punch minus, and finally sod what? 2. Then punch equal to. It has given you 1 minus sod 2 exactly the same way. But for us to convert this to decimal, we are going to punch SD. Look at SD here. That is above delete, del, which is the yellow button. So I will punch SD. Can you see it has given me minus 0.4142? So which means this value now corresponds with this answer. So in summary, we can now deduce that the answer to question number 6 is option what? D. Do you understand? Then permit me also to move to question number what? 7. The question says evaluate integral of sec square of x minus tan square of x dx bounded by upper limit rad, lower limit what? 2. So let's solve question number 7. Integral of what? Sec square of x minus tan what? Square of x under what? Dx bounded by upper limit. What is upper limit? Rad. And what is lower limit? 0. Now I want to say something before we solve this. Anytime there are what we call trigonometry, inverse of trigonometry identity. Now if you observe this, there is tan in calculator, but we don't have sec in calculator. The 3 principles or branches of trigonometry, they are sin x, cos x, and tan what? X. Then since there is no sec x, then you should always recall number 1. Anytime you are given sec square what? X, sec x alone, what you are going to do to observe the inverse of this trigonometry is delete the first letter, delete the second letter. What remains is what? Third. It's always the third that justifies what you are looking for. So here the third is what? C. C represents what? Cos. So which means anytime you hear the word sec, sec means 1 over cos. Are you with me? X. I'm done. Then the second thing I want you to observe again is, if you are given the word cosec x, what did I say? Cosec what? X. Delete the first digit, delete the second letter. So observe the third one. The third one is S. S stands for what? Sine. So which means anytime we come across cosec, the answer is always 1 over sine x. Are you with me? Then finally, I will now talk about what we call cot what? X. Now delete the first letter, delete the second letter, then the third letter justify what you are looking for. So which means T stands for what? Tan. So anytime I see cot x, it is 1 over what? Tan what? X. Are you with me? Or rather we say sine what? Are you with me? Now 1 over this. Are you with me? Or rather we say what? Cos what? X. All over what? Sine what? X. They are the same. So these are the 3 basic things that we are going to observe. Can we now move back to the question? So what does it imply? Now sec means 1 over what? Cos. Can we now remove it and introduce that? We are watch. So which means, I want you to watch this. This can be written as integral of, open bracket, what is sec? 1 over what? Cos what? X. So since it's squared, we still generate another bracket, then all what? Squared. This is the original bracket. Are you with me now? then minus followed by tan square of x, close with the big bracket under what? Dx. What is the upper limit? Rad. And what is the lower limit? 2. Sorry, 2, not 0. Are you with me? We have what? 2, lower limit. 2, lower limit. 2, what? Lower limit. Then let's go back to the calculator method. Now, this is my calculator again. Are you with me? So what do you think that we'll do here? Very simple mathematics too. So we are going to kind of convert this to normal. You press shift 9, 3 equal to AC. The essence of that is for us to generate the answer quick. Then what next can we do? Convert this to radian. How? I'll punch shift, I'll punch mode, then I'll punch word 4. It is exactly in word radian. So let's take the D one after the other. The first thing is the integral symbol. Punch the integration word symbol. There is a big bracket, so which means open the bracket. There is another bracket again, be careful. Open the bracket. So if you observe this value now, it is numerator and denominator. So generate the two boxes, which I have done that already. Now can we key in the value of the numerator? What is it? 1. Punch 1. Then scroll down and generate cos what? X. This is cos, right? Then get x. Alpha, close bracket. Close it again. Are you there? Then after that, what do we do to close it? Forward the button key so that the cursor will be blinking at the middle. Then finally, I will close the bracket. Then raise to the power of what? 2. So which means we'll punch x squared. Squared has what? Appeared. So what is the next thing? You punch minus. Are you with me? Then followed by what? Tan. But since it is squared, then open the bracket. Then punch what? Tan. This is tan. Are you there? Generate your x. How do we generate it? Alpha. Close the bracket. Then close. I am done with that. Then close the big one now. Be careful. I have closed it. Okay, but before I close the big one, I will go back again because I did not square it. Are you with me? I will now square it. How do I punch it? X squared. Can you see it has given me exactly that one we have just solved? Are you with me? Are you with me now? So that is exactly what we are doing. Now watch this. Watch this. Then after that, so what do I say? Okay, let's observe something. Okay, now we have generated what? Tan x and close the bracket, which means my calculator is also there. So what do? I'll punch x squared. Be careful so that this thing will not confuse you, the brackets. So having identified square, what do? Close it again, which is the big one. I'm sorry to say, can you see we have done that exactly? So what do? You go back. You keep on going back. Go back, go back. As I'm going, I hope you're observing me. Go back, keep on going. So you can see that the cursor is now breaking here. So it's very easy now. Then move up. I will now go to upward button like this. Are you with me? And generate the value of the upper limit. What is the value? Rad. I will now generate rad. How? Shift. Then times 10 raised to power what? X. It has appeared. Then I will scroll down. What is the value of the lower limit? It is what? 2. I will now input what? 2. Can you see it has given me exactly what I'm looking for? Then I will punch equal to and expect what? The answer. Now, wow, the answer is 1.14159. Can we write it? So the answer is what? Equal to, watch, 1.14159. Now let us see. If you observe the option, there is nothing like that. Option B says rad minus 2. So what we are going to do, place the calculator again. Now watch this. This is the calculator. Remember, it's still in rad. So we are going to be doing what we call try by error what method first. Now look at it. This is option A. Option A is saying rad over 2. So what do? Rad over 2 has 2 boxes. Punch the 2 boxes. Are you with me? What is the numerator? Rad. How do I generate it? Shift and times 10 raised to power x. Rad has appeared. Scroll down and punch what? 2. Finally equal to. Then it has given me 1 over 2 rad. But we don't need it in terms of rad. We need it in terms of what? Decimal. What do? I'll punch what? SD. Can you see that the result I got there is 1.570, and it did not correspond with this, right? Then I will try option what? B. What is option B? Rad minus 2. So I'll punch shift, go down, times 10 raised to power x, punch it. Then rad has appeared, minus what? 2. I will say equal to. It has given me 1.1415. Wow, 1.14159. So which means we have gotten the answer. It corresponds. I will now say in the option that the correct one is option what? B. Do you understand? Then can we move over to question number what? 8. Just follow me sequentially. Number 8 says, determine the value of integral of minus 2 cos x dx bounded by upper limit rad over 2. Lower limit is what? 0. Now we are given integral of bracket minus 2 cos x what? Dx. Rad is what? Upper limit is rad over 2 and lower limit is what? 0. Now here we go again. Using calculator what? Method. AC. Clear the function what? Key. What did I say? Clear the function what? Key. Now how do we clear it? Shift 9, 3 equal to and what? AC. Convert to what? Radian. Shift mode and what? 4. Do you understand? Now next one we are going to consider is represent the integral symbol. This is the integral symbol. I have done that. Then after that we have open bracket. Open it. Followed by minus 2. Generate minus 2. Then cos. This is cos, right? Then x. Alpha close bracket. Are you with me? Then close it again. I am done. Then another close bracket, which is the main one. Then what do? We now move backward. Move backward so that we can generate upper limit and lower limit. Now the cursor is blinking here. Move up. I have done that. Now up, we have this in fraction, the upper limit. Generate the 2 box. I have done it. Then next is to Q in the numerator, which is rad. Then I'll punch shift. Then times 10 raised to power x, it has appeared. Then scroll down. I will now punch what? 2. Are you there? I am done with the upper limit. I will scroll down. I'll move to the lower what? Limit. What's the lower limit? 0, which means I'll punch 0. Finally, can you see that what is exactly in the calculator is exactly what is on the board? Finally, punch what? Equal to. So the answer is minus 2. Wow. So let me write up minus 2. Then we verify it from the option minus 2. Now watch. Option A says minus 1 over 2. No. Option B says minus 3. No. Option C says minus 2. That is the correct word answer. Hope you guys are following. Now can we move to question number 9? What did I say? Question number what? 9. The question says, evaluate integral of sec square theta d theta. Upper limit is rad over 4. Lower limit is what? 0. Can we write off the question now? Evaluate integral of what? Sec square theta d what? Theta. Now what is upper limit? Upper limit is rad all over what? 4. While lower limit is what? 0. Do you know I have coached you how to resolve this using what? Inverse of trigonometry. You delete sine, delete e. What's the letter that qualifies it? C. And C represents what? Cos. So which means this thing can be written as integral of what? Are you with me now? Inverse should now be 1 over what? Cos what? Cos what? Theta. Are you there? 1 over cos what? Theta. Then since it is squared, all in brackets, all squared, under what? The theta is the same thing. What is the upper limit? Rad over what? 4. What is the lower limit? 0. Oh my goodness. Can we now again follow the calculator stuff? Now what we are going to do now, get it AC on. Let's punch. Now clear the function key. Shift 9, 3 equal to and what? AC. Then convert this to radian again. I'll punch shift mode what 4. Can we generate the value? Watch. Look at it here. Watch. What is the value? The first thing is identify the integration symbol. I have done that. Look at the integration word symbol. Then open the bracket. Look at the open the bracket. I have seen numerator and denominator. So generate the two box. I have done it. Look at it here. Then plug in the numerator. What's the numerator? 1. I'll put in 1 and go down. What's the denominator? Cos theta. Cos theta is same thing as cos x. Are you there? I'll punch cos. Then say alpha close bracket x has appeared. Then close it. Then what do I do to close the main bracket? I will go forward again so that the cursor will be blinking at the middle. Then I will now close. Are you there? Then all square. You punch x raised to power 2. Can you see it has given me exactly what is on the board? Then go back. What did I say? Go back. I'm going back. I'm going back until the cursor stops here blinking. So I will now move up. So go to upward button and generate what? 2 box, because you have numerator and denominator. I will punch in the box. What is the numerator? Rad. Then rad is what? Shift times 10 raised to power x. Punch it. Rad will appear. Then go down. What is the value of the denominator? 4. Are you there? Then we now scroll down to consider the lower limit. The lower limit is what? 0. Can you see what is on the board is exactly what is in the calculator? Then finally punch equal to. Let's expect the answer. Wow, the answer is what? 1. So permit me to write it. Now here, I will now say equal to what? 1. Can we go to the option and celebrate it? Now option A says 1. Oh my goodness, I don't need to continue. Which means the correct answer in the option is option what? A. Do you understand? Then finally, can we quickly move to question number what? 10. Please remember, what we are solving is calculator method. If you want to know more about the normal method and the shortcut method of calculation in calculus, I have already solved from part 1 to part what? 14. Please, and other rest that I had no part, please, I advise you, go and watch them from the beginning to the what end. Not just watching alone. Please share it to people so that they will also enjoy what we are following. My target is to make sure that everything that has to do with calculus will be things of the past. When you see a question, you smile. When you see a question, you smile. When you see a question, you tick. When you see a question, you solve. Because even in theory, I solve it also. Normal. Make sure you watch it. Subscribe so that anytime that I'm uploading video, you get the notification easily. Can we progress now? Now look at this. Oh my goodness. The last question, which is question number what? 10. Now the question says, find the area bounded by the curve. Please underline the word area bounded. So area bounded simply means it is what? Definite what? Integration. But they said y is what? 4x squared. So the first y, let's call it y1, is 4 what? Minus, I mean to say, minus x squared. That is the first y. And another y, let's call it y2, is given as what? Watch. 2x plus what? 1. Now the question says, they did not even give us the upper limit and the lower what? Limit value. Since it is area bounded by the curve. But we'll calculate it from here. Now how do we do? y1 is equal to y what? 2. So what we are going to do now is to fix in the value of y1. What is it? 4 minus x squared, right? Then equal to. Fix in the value of y2. What is it? 2x plus what? 1. Oh my goodness. Equate everything to the, let's equate everything to 0. So that I will have with me 4 minus x squared, right? If minus 2x move to the left, if 2x move to the left, it will give you minus 2x. If plus 1 move to the left, it will give you minus 1. Everything should be equal to what? 0. Then here we are. Can we now say this is 4 minus what? 1. Now this implies that 4 minus 1 will give us 3, right? Followed by minus x squared. Are you there? Then minus what? 2x finally equal to what? 0. This is now quadratic what? Equation. So what do we do? Do you know that we can use calculator method to solve quadratic what? Equation? I want you to watch. So how do we do it? Watch. First of all, clear the function key because we want to generate the value of upper limit and lower limit. How do we clear it? Watch. I'll punch what? Shift. First of all, 9, 3 equal to what? AC. How do we solve quadratic equation, which is a polynomial? First thing is to punch mode. Check where there is equation. Equation is number 5. Then punch in what? 5. Then check where the power is 2. The power that is 2 falls under number 3 in your calculator. Punch what? 3. Am I communicating? It will give you something that you don't like, but that thing has a meaning. Can we key in one after the other? We always start with the highest power, which is x squared. What is the coefficient of x squared? Minus what? 1. Invisible 1. Then I'll punch what? Minus 1. Then equal to. After that, I'll move to coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x? Minus 2. Then I'll punch minus what? 2. Are you with me? Then equal to. Finally, the constant. What is the constant? 3. I'll punch in what? 3. Then equal to. I am imputing the digits. Then what's the first thing? First punch equal to. It will generate x1. The value of x1 is what? 1. Wow. Punch another equal to. It will generate minus what? X. So which means we have known the upper limit and the lower limit. Are you with me? So which means x is 1 and another x is what? Minus 3. Now let's go back to the integration symbol. Are you there? So what do we do now? You accept this one. Write this one now inside the integration word symbol. And what is it? 3 minus x was squared minus 2x in bracket close under what? Dx. Which one do you think that will be at the upper limit? Is the bigger number, and the bigger number is 1. I will punch 1. Then the lower limit, the smaller number will be at the lower limit, which is minus 3. Wow, can you see that? I can use calculator method to resolve this problem. Are you with me now? Okay, I want you to observe this. The first thing you are going to do now, look up everyone. You should clear the function key. Punch shift 9, 3 equal to and what? AC. It has disappeared. Can we generate this thing now? The first thing is the integration symbol. Punch it. I have done that. Then followed by what? Open bracket. This is open bracket, right? Then Q in 3. I have done it. Followed by what? Minus x squared. Minus. How do we generate x? Alpha close bracket. But the x is squared. Then punch x squared so that it will move to power 2. Next is minus 2 what? X. I'll punch minus 2. Are you there? Then x. Alpha close what? Bracket. X has what? Appear. Then close it. So can we move to the upper limit and the lower limit? So what do you think that will happen? You go back. You go what? Back. As I'm going back, what do? I will now stop. It will now stop here and be blinking. Then move to the upper limit. This is the upper limit. What do you think that is the value? 1. Punch 1. Are you there? Scroll down and move to the lower limit. What is lower limit? Minus 3. Something is about to happen. Are you there? What is lower limit? Minus what? 3. So this is what I'm trying to say now. Watch. So we should scroll down again because my calculator wants to bring something unusual. Then I still recover it. But you already know what I've pressed, right? Lower limit is minus 3. I'll press minus and press what? 3. It has corresponds. Everything in the calculator is what is on the board. Can we finally punch equal to? Wow. It has given me 32 all over what? 3. And in the option, permit me to write it. It has given me 32. Are you there? All over what? 3. This is 32 over 3. But can you see in the option, there is nothing like that. But almost all the options are in what? Mixed fraction, mixed fraction, mixed fraction, mixed fraction. Go back to the calculator again. Are you with me now? Convert this to mixed word fraction. How do we convert? Punch shift, then SD. Can you see it has given me 10 whole number 2 over what? 3. Wow. So which means the correct answer now is 10 whole number 2 over 3. Then area is measured in square. Square what? Unit. And that is the final what? Answer. Can we go to the option and observe? Option A says 10 whole number 1 over 3. No. Option B says 10 whole number 2 over 3. Wow. That is the correct answer. So my fans, I'm done with anything that has to do with definite integration using calculator what method. So my next topic using calculator method is what we call limit of a function. I will tell you how to solve questions on limiting process using calculator method. Are you with me? Both the one of f of x and both function of x, and the one that has to do with trigonometry, and the one that is indeterminate. We are all going to apply calculator method. Thank you very much for watching my channel. Do well to subscribe, like I said, then comment, share, like. This is A Square on the line. Thank you so much. Bye.